Hello everyone, Carson here back on Sudoku on New York Times. Today is March 5th, 2024. Let's start today's hard Sudoku. Okay, these 2's point left to force the digit 2 into this cell for block 1. And in block 1, there are 4 open cells left, and these 2 open cells see 3 and 7. And that just leaves the other 2 open cells left for 3 and 7 to go in block 1. Because these 2 cells see 3 and 7, 3 and 7 still need to go in block 1, so these 2 cells are where 3 and 7 must go. They form a 3-7 pair, so that means the other 2 cells, which are these 2 cells, they are for 4 and 8. Okay. All of these 6's force the digit 6 into this cell for block 2. These 5's point down, and in block 7 the 3 goes in one of these 3 cells, because this one also sees another 3. The digit 3 goes in one of these 2 cells in block 6. These ones point right, and this cell also sees another 1. So the digit 1 is forced into this cell for block 3, and after I place this 1, it is known that the digit 1 in block 6 goes in one of these 2 cells, and these 2 cells now form a 1-3 pair, because in block 6, 1 and 3 are still missing, and 1 and 3 can only go in these 2 cells. So 2 digits in those 2 cells, they form a 1-3 pair, eliminating all other digits from these 2 cells. So that does, how do I say it? So I guess I can say that after I found this 1-3 pair, now the digit 5 is forced into column 8 for block 6. Okay, so after I know that the digit 5 in block 6 is forced into column 8, the digit 5 is eliminated from all other open cells in the same column, which means that these 2 cells can't be 5, and also these 2 cells see another 5 in the same row. So this cell becomes the only available cell for 5 in this block, in block 3. So the 5 is forced into this cell. And then, in column 5, this cell sees 5, this cell sees 5, and this cell also sees another 5. 5 still needs to go in column 5, so this cell is the only available cell left for 5 to go in this column. This 5 also forces the digit 5 into this cell for block 6, and these 5's point down. In block 2, the digit 5 goes in one of these 2 cells, and in row 9, this cell sees a 5 and this cell also sees another 5, which forces the digit 5 into one of these 2 cells in row 9, and because the digit 5 goes in one of these 2 cells, which are both in the same block, that means in block 8, so it eliminates the digit 5 from all other open cells in the same block. There's also another reason to why these cells can't be 5. Because no matter if you put the 5's in blocks 7 and 9, no matter if they go like this or like this, they all cover rows 7 and 8 entirely. Yeah. None of these can be 5's. That's another way of seeing it. Okay. these three cells form a triple of 2, 6, and 8, where this cell sees 6. Whoops, this is a 6. And this cell sees 2. So these 2's point down. And these 6's points left. And this cell also sees another 6. In column 5, there are 3 open cells left, and the digits that go in the cells are 1, 4, and 9. These 2 cells see another 1. So this cell is where 1 goes for this column, left behind a 4-9 pair. Okay, this 9 also resolves this 1-3 pair. These ones points left, the cell sees another 1. So in block 4, the digit 1 is forced into this cell. These ones point down, and these ones also point down. Okay, the digit 3 in block 5 goes in one of these 2 cells. In row 4, there are 3 open cells left, and the digits that go in the cells are 2, 4, and 8. This cell sees a 2, and this cell sees an 8. And we've got this kind of pattern where it cannot be resolved. But I do see another thing. In block 4, these 3 cells see 4 and 8 in the same row, and this cell also sees the 4 and 8 from this pair. So these 2 cells are the only 2 open cells in block 4 where 4 and 8 can go, because none of these can be 4 and 8. So that leaves just these 2 cells for 4 and 8. This forms a 4-8 pair and eliminates all other digits from these 2 cells. Speaking of this pair, these 2 cells form another pair because of this column. In column 3, these 2 cells form a 4-8 pair, these 2 cells form a 1-5 pair. So these 2 cells cannot be any of these digits, so that leaves just 2 digits for these 2 cells. They form a pair of 6 and 9. And because I found out earlier that this cell cannot be a 6 because it sees the 6 from block 6. So this actually must be a 9, and this is a 6. And these 2 cells form a pair of 2 and 7. The digit 7 in block 5 goes in one of these 2 cells. Oh, okay, so I missed the 2 down here. This cell sees a 2, so 7 and 2 like this. This 7 points up, eliminates the 7 from this cell, resolves this pair. This 3 also forces the digit 3 into this cell for block 7. Now, the digit 3 goes into this cell for block 2, and the last 3 for this puzzle goes in here. Okay. This cell is known, it's a 9 for this row. These 3 cells are for 2, 4, and 7 for this block. In column 2, the open cells are for 4, 8, and 9. This cell sees 4. In column 1, these 3 open cells left are for 4, 6, and 8, where these 2 cells see another 6. So in column 1, this is the only available cell for 6, so this cell must be a 6. This is 4 or 8 for this column. These 3 cells form a triple of 5, 7, and 8. Okay, I was just looking at row 1. In row 1, 4, 7, 8, and 9 are the digits that go in these 4 open cells, and this cell right here sees both 4 and 9. So this cell can only contain either 7 or 8. And if you look at row 1, both of these two cells can, 7 and 8 can only, actually it's the other way around. These two cells can only contain 7 and 8. Yeah, these two cells can only contain 7 and 8. So we can't have another 7 or 8 anywhere else in the same row. So that eliminates 7 and 8 from this cell, making this 4 or 9 only. So we've got 2 pairs. This cell is for 4, 8, and 9 for this row. And this cell is for 4, 7, and 8 for this row as well. I'm looking at by row instead of this block. But I guess either way works. Um, I guess I'm just gonna have to fill in some digits. So in column 9, 5, 6, 7, and 8 are the digits that go in the cells. So this cell sees a 6. Not marking this cell because it doesn't see any of those digits. In column 7, 2, 4, 8, and 9 are the digits that go in the cells. 2, 4, this cell sees 4, this cell sees the 2, so it's 4, 8, or 9. In row 9, 4, 5, 8, and 9 are the digits that go in the cells. This cell sees 4 and 9, so it must be 5 or 8. This cell sees 4 only, so it must be 5, 8, or 9. The digit 6 in block 9 goes in one of these two cells. Hmm. Oh wait, why is this a 4-9 pair? Oh gosh, I did everything wrongly. Why is this a 4-9 pair? This is not a 4-9 pair. Oh my goodness, I've done everything wrongly. Oh no, this is not good. Okay, these two cells are for 7 and 9. Let's see if I can restart this. But the problem is I don't know when this is placed, so this might have affected. Okay, anyway, these are not 7s. When did I place the 4 here? That is so dumb. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can really make this work. So 7 goes here. I might have broken the puzzle already. But now these... Oh my goodness. These are for 4, 8, and 9, so that makes this an 8. I'll do my best, but if I really can't, then I'll have to restart this puzzle. This still can be a 7. Oh my goodness, I can't believe how huge of a mistake I've made. This might not even be a 3, honestly. This might not even be a 3. Actually it might. But that makes the 8 goes in one of these two cells, makes this a 4, hopefully. If I'm wrong, I'm so done for, but I'll just hope that everything can be saved. Okay, now this cell sees a 4. Gosh, I'm really nervous, because this can go completely wrong. Okay, now the 4 in block 9 goes in this cell. This cell also sees another 9, so it goes here. I mean, that makes this an 8. This is a 2. And now the digit 2 goes in this cell. This is a... what is it? 9. Makes this 8 and 9. 5, 8 pair. Makes this a 7. 5 and 7. 1 and 5. Okay, I think this is good. Okay, so I finished today's New York Times Hard Sudoku in about 18 minutes and 20 seconds. Oh my god, that was probably one of the biggest mistakes I've ever made. Maybe not one of the biggest, but one of the most careless mistakes I've ever made in Sudoku. I don't know why. I filled in 4, 9. I filled in 4 and 9 for these two cells, when there's already a 4 in this column, and it is already given from the very beginning, so I don't know how I could have possibly scanned that wrongly, but I did. That's the problem. So, and I couldn't spot the mistake until after a very long time. So that caused a lot of problems. And luckily, I was able to spot the mistake soon enough. Otherwise, everything would not work. So, if I had found this mistake later on, all my progress could have possibly be ruined. So, the moral is, be very, very, very careful when you're marking down the digits when doing your Sudoku puzzle. So, you can avoid really careless and stupid mistakes. So I'm really glad that I was able to save it at the end, because I don't think this mistake caused or affected a lot. So that was why I could still manage to save it. But if you're already doing the puzzle, continuing the puzzle with the mistakes for a very long time already, then it's very likely that you will have to restart the puzzle. So I guess I got lucky from this mistake today. It could have gone worse, but it didn't. I was able to save it, so I'm really glad and also kind of grateful that I didn't have to restart the puzzle, because restarting the whole puzzle would be very annoying and make me very frustrated. Okay. Well, yeah, just as usual, lots of peasant triples to pay attention to, but most importantly, pay attention to what digits you mark. Like me, don't be like me today. Don't make those careless mistakes, and you'll be alright. So today is March 5th, 2024. See you all in tomorrow's New York Times Hard Sudoku. I promise I'll be more careful in the future. Alright. Bye!